Hello, welcome to the show. I caught it kind of late today, but I'm gonna put up primetime Patriots for you guys to watch. Let me pull them up here.
Yes, we did see Trump's speech.
All right, so here's the primetime
We did see
Patriots. They're
Trump's speech. We
live.
posted it on
I'm
our
streaming them
YouTube
live.
here.
They got blocked
Guys,
from
we cannot.
Facebook, so
We're
go
trying to
ahead and
limit the
share
amount
them
of
out
times that we're posting on our Facebook page
so you
because we
can
do not want
stream
the
it.
page taken down. We're
Oh,
behaving very well. No content really, so make sure you're following our Instagram and our MeWe for the latest updates.
Yeah, do what they say as
And
well.
I have some. You guys have to stay for this show because we have something great that we're partnering with. So that way, if they dox us off of all of these social media sites, we got you covered. We got it. Everyone's like, well, what do you do if you get taken down? We got it under control. But Parler, the CEO came out and says that Parler may never be back online. So for you guys out there holding your breath, waiting for it to come back up, you might be holding your breath for a long time. So that's straight from the CEO. Reuters, correct, Kayli?
Yes.
Reuters did an interview with the CEO.
I don't think that's correct, actually. I think that's how you said it before and he corrected you. But you know what? It's fine.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and talk about BLM, Blake, because I definitely want to be able to read Mitch Rhino McConnell's speech.
So, guys, BLM, the protesters were outside the Capitol today, yelling at the police, yelling, expel all fascists. Before I get into any more detail of what fascism, I feel like we need to hone in on what fascism is. Fascism is when you collaboratively think that you're like, that's Hitler, that he was idealistic fascism. And, you know, for them to sit there and say, expel all fascists, the number one way to be a fascist is to censor speech. And last time I checked, it was not the conservatives that were limiting speech and telling people just because we don't agree with you that we're going to tell you to be quiet or make you be quiet. So protests were happening near the Capitol. They gathered in large crowds around the U.S. Capitol and came face to face yelling with the cops, the same cops that want them to do something about expelling the fascists, but they also wanted to fund them. So your message is very, very contradicting. You make zero sense. To make it even better and put the icing on top of the cake, Airbnb canceled all reservations into the D.C. area during the inauguration week. No more bookings, no more stays until Biden's inauguration. I mean, this is getting completely out of hand. And I urge all of you, there is no reason whatsoever for any of you to go to the inauguration whatsoever. It is just anything. They're going to take a picture of you and they're going to plaster you, whether you're there in good spirit or not. They're going to ridicule you and they will have the chance of potentially ruining your job. They will dox you. They will make up. Like, it's disgusting. So just be careful, protect your family and protect your livelihood, and going and listening to that sleeping basement man is not worth it. Soonie, if you want to talk about the prime ministers, because we were really talking about hashtag Italy did it, this kind of reiterates into that story of what really happened.
From the Renzi party, they resigned today. Italy's government is officially in freakout mode because hashtag Italy did it. Now, we won't talk about it on here because it's still allegedly in America, but they've already started court proceedings in Italy and all this stuff is going down. So if you have not, just go ahead and hashtag search hashtag Italy did it and you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
I'm scared. Not really.
Except not. Okay, guys. Now, I am going to read you Mitch McConnell's statement today, and I'm going to read it in the tone that I think he wrote it in. Are you ready for this? The House of Representatives has voted to impeach the president. The Senate process will now begin at our first regular meeting following the receipt of the article from the House. Given the rules, procedures, and Senate precedents that govern presidential impeachment trials, there is simply no chance that a fair or serious trial could conclude before Joe Biden is sworn in next week. Now, because that's nonsense. Anyways, moving forward. The Senate has held 3 presidential impeachment trials and 21 days, respectively. Even if the Senate process were to begin this week and move promptly, no final verdict would be reached until after President Trump had left office. This is not a decision I am making. It is a fact. Joe Biden himself stated last week that all his inauguration on January 20th is the quickest path for any change in the occupant of the presidency. In light of this reality, I believe it will best serve our nation if Congress and the executive branch spend the next 7 days completely focused on facilitating safe inauguration and an orderly transfer of power to the incoming Biden administration. I am grateful to the offices and institutions within the Capitol that are working around the clock alongside federal and local law enforcement to prepare for a safe and successful inauguration at the Capitol next Wednesday. Tear.
I can't. I really, I just, guys, Donald Trump has came out and made a statement. This is the first statement that he's made. And I think it was the Alamo yesterday, something, I don't know, was it Texas or in New Mexico? One of the two. He spoke at the border wall. We're going to show you guys, this is already posted on our YouTube page. If you guys aren't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You guys will not miss another live coverage. That's how you guys are going to get notified who have not listened to him speak yet. But we're going to play this right now. Can you hear
it? Mm-mm.
What the heck? Maybe if I hit the unmute button.
That would work.
Maybe.
Probably.
I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to speak to you tonight about the troubling events of the past week. As I have said, the incursion of the U.S. Capitol struck at the very heart of our republic. It angered and appalled millions of Americans across the political spectrum. I want to be very clear. I unequivocally condemn the violence that we saw last week. Violence and vandalism have absolutely no place in our country and no place in our movement. Making America great again has always been about defending the rule of law, supporting the men and women of law enforcement, and upholding our nation's most sacred traditions and values. Mob violence goes against everything I believe in and everything our movement stands for. No true supporter of mine could ever endorse political violence. No true supporter of mine could ever disrespect law enforcement or our great American flag. No true supporter of mine could ever threaten or harass their fellow Americans. If you do any of these things, you are not supporting our movement. You are attacking it, and you are attacking our country. We cannot tolerate it. Tragically, over the course of the past year, made so difficult because of COVID-19, we have seen political violence spiral out of control. We have seen too many riots, too many mobs, too many acts of intimidation and destruction. It must stop. Whether you are on the right or on the left, a Democrat or a Republican, there is never a justification for violence. No excuses, no exceptions. America is a nation of laws. Those who engaged in the attacks last week will be brought to justice. Now I am asking everyone who has ever believed in our agenda to be thinking of ways to ease tensions, calm tempers, and help to promote peace in our country. There has been reporting that additional demonstrations are being planned in the coming days, both here in Washington and across the country. I have been briefed by the U.S. Secret Service on the potential threats. Every American deserves to have their voice heard in a respectful and peaceful way. That is your First Amendment right. But I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law breaking, and no vandalism of any kind. Everyone must follow our laws and obey the instructions of law enforcement. I have directed federal agencies to use all necessary resources to maintain order. In Washington, D.C., we are bringing in thousands of National Guard members to secure the city and ensure that a transition can occur safely and without incident. Like all of you, I was shocked and deeply saddened by the calamity at the Capitol last week. I want to thank the hundreds of millions of incredible American citizens who have responded to this moment with calm, moderation, and grace. We will get through this challenge just like we always do. I also want to say a few words about the unprecedented assault on free speech we have seen in recent days. These are tense and difficult times. The efforts to censor, cancel, and blacklist our fellow citizens are wrong, and they are dangerous. What is needed now is for us to listen to one another, not to silence one another. All of us can choose by our actions to rise above the rancor and find common ground and shared purpose. We must focus on advancing the interests of the whole nation, delivering the miracle vaccines, defeating the pandemic, rebuilding the economy, protecting our national security, and upholding the rule of law. Today, I am calling on all Americans to overcome the passions of the moment and join together as one American people. Let us choose to move forward united for the good of our families, our communities, and our country. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Where'd Kayli go? You're muted.
No, sorry.
So, guys, a lot of you are concerned, like, here she is. A lot of you are concerned what's going to happen if they censor us on all platforms. We got it covered. So, as you know, we are trying to create a movement across the country. We are primetime patriots. Me, Soonie, Kayli, and Morgan have led this during this whole time. And our fight doesn't stop here no matter what happens on January 20th. Our fight is just begun. We're going to dig our heels deep in, and we're going to unite this country in a way that they've never seen before. In order to do that, and we're kind of going to launch this really quick for you guys. We have kind of collaborated with the official Patriot Party. This is their website. All of our news will now be streamed, broadcasted live on officialpatriotparty.org. All of you go on there, become members, get involved, get engaged. All of our news will be streamed on there. Our live videos will be streamed on here. Everything about Primetime Patriot will be on officialpatriotparty.org. And if Morgan, if you're watching, can you please put that in the comments so people can just click it? But guys, this is how we do it. This is how we create a movement. We have partnered with the official Patriot Party. They want to use this as their news. We are ready. They're ready to lead the charge. They're ready to lead each grassroots. They're ready to make sure that these rhinos get out of office. And each one of you are going to play your part. And how you guys do that is go to the homepage, scroll to the bottom, and register as a member. It's free to sign up at this time. Any donations towards the official Patriot Party is going to go towards us collaboratively as a group. Morgan says, repeat one more time, officialpatriotparty.org. So all of you, it's a separate page. It's under its own thing. That goes straight here. All of our news that you guys get up to date on, usually on our Facebook page, it's on there. We're going to have people writing articles. We're going to be having people getting involved. We're going to have events. Our journey doesn't stop January 20th, no matter what happens. It's just beginning. We're creating a movement from younger generation to older generation and everything in the middle, because we're not stopping. We are not stopping now, and we're fighters. And a lot of you are like, well, I'm going to sulk. No, we get people passionate about politics. We get people passionate.
Sorry, it's loud. I got a bunch of jets flying over the top of me. I guess I would just drive home what I've been saying for like the past week. All the faith that everyone has put in Trump needs to be restored in Jesus, because all your hopes and your dreams don't end with Trump. They just don't. America is America because we're Americans. Like, it doesn't stop just because Trump may or may not be out of office. We don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? This year has been a whirlwind. So was last year. All I'm going to say is, please put your focus back where it belongs. Stop putting hopes into a man, because he is merely a man. That's all he is, and that's all he will ever be. He was a great president, but he's a man. Jesus is who we need to turn our eyes to. Get in your Bibles. Stay in prayer. Learn your Constitution. Like, these are all things we're going to need to know, because as you can see, they're trying to switch it and change it. So get well-versed in all those things. Stay in prayer. Learn your laws. Make sure you're voting locally. That's more important than voting at a federal level. Just being honest. And that's all I have. I just want people to focus on what really matters. And I see a lot of people in the comment section waiting for Trump to do something. I know he did not turn his back on the conservative party. That's people being in their feelings. That's all I got for y'all.
Kayli?
I would just say, don't stop, you guys. This is not a stopping point. This is a starting point. We're at a starting point right now. This is not a time for everybody to hang up their hats and be like, all right, that's it. Everybody go home. You know, stuff didn't end up how we wanted it to. Number one, you don't know if it did or not. None of us know that. So let's stop acting like we know. We're going to give you what we know, what's factual, what's been verified. That's what we always do. But this is not the time to stop. This is the time to start researching, to know who's in office and who needs to be gone from office, who we need to vote out of office. That's what we're going to be doing in the coming days. We're going to start researching the people that are representing us and start finding people that should be representing us, because the people that are representing us right now are failing us, regardless of whether they got Republican, Democrat, unaffiliated. I don't care. We need to put people in office that are for the people, not for the money, not for the government, for the people. So don't stop. You guys, we have got to keep going. This is only the beginning. Period.
The best is yet to come. Guys, truly it is. Make sure you guys are getting engaged. Officialpatriotparty.org. All of our events, everything, any of our conventions that we do in the upcoming year or two will be on there. Any grassroots campaign will be on there. Get involved with your local communities, and we can create a movement across this nation that can't be stopped, because when we unite, we the people of the United States of America, we're unstoppable. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
All right, so their show is over. Yeah. Please go like and share the Primetime Patriots. They're an awesome crew. Go like and share my page, Rossman Media. And go check out missionrestart.net. Oh, I'm still sharing my page here. Anyways, there we go. So go check out all those people. Stay informed. I'm looking for more detailed news about Minnesota, obviously. We'll stay informed on the federal level, but yeah. If you got anything, let me know. If you ever want to come on the show, let me know. If you ever want to make a show, let me know. And that's probably all I got for you right now. I gotta go do some things for mission restart. So, till next time, check up on your friends and family. They matter.